Moscow, and what a day it is for this young lady, Elena Dementieva, 19 years old, in her home city and aiming for the first title of her career. A finalist in the Olympics last year, a finalist in Acapulco this year, but this is her moment, and if she's a little nervous, you can well believe why that might be. Massive stadium here, and a formidable opponent in Jelena Dokic, formerly, of course, of Australia, now playing for the country in which she was born, Yugoslavia. Dokic ranked 11 in the world. She'll go to 10 in the world, to crack the top 10 for the first time tomorrow, whether or not she loses this match. Dokic, the number 5 seed. Dementieva, the number 8 seed. Difficult one to pick, Joe? Joe Jury alongside Simon Reed.
Well, I just feel yesterday Dokic was looking a bit strange to start with, not her usual confident self, and almost the looks there we can see. She's probably pretty nervous as well, but I just think she'll be a little bit too consistent for Dementieva, even though Dementieva is playing in front of a home crowd and might get very inspired.
Yeah, Dementieva out of sorts yesterday, seemed riddled by nerves, but just came home 7-5 in the third set against Anastasia Miskina. It's Dementieva to start the match. And no Russian has won this tournament. It's the 8th version of the Kremlin Cup in Moscow. No Russian has won.
That's a good start for her. Try and get some of the nerves out, get moving, get those legs going.
Dementieva shackled by nerves yesterday, but anyone who saw England's football team perform yesterday will know that it can happen to anyone, teams or individuals, but even more so individuals. And of course this is an even bigger match, although this time she doesn't have one of her best friends across the other side of the net. She started serving quite a few doubles yesterday. She served 4, I think it was, in one game.
She served 12 in all.
Important for her not to lose touch at the start. It's understandable that the nerves will be afflicting her more at the beginning here, and Dokic might take advantage early on. 2 break points.
Well, that's better, unleashing the forehand. She's got to get herself moving out here against Dokic and go for those shots, be brave.
The other important thing in not going behind, as we said yesterday, Dokic has only lost 1 match this year after winning the first set. She's a very good front runner. And she's off to a lead here. Double-hander, which was hit and miss yesterday, looks as if it hasn't changed much.
Well, it's a good idea to do the cross-court play to Dokic, but then I'm not sure that Dementieva is really feeling that great about hitting her backhand down the line. She's already missed 1 in that game.
She's been much more controlled this week as Dementieva. Difficult again to get the balance just right. She can't be too controlled against Dokic, otherwise she'll be swamped. Rather like that.
Feet in the air, launching herself into that one.
Dokic, winner of 2 titles this year in Rome and Tokyo, and a finalist in Brazil.
Well, she's playing singles and doubles here in the final of the doubles too, Dementieva, so she might be a little tired today.
Met 3 times before. Dokic trails 2-1, but she won their last meeting this year, just before the US Open at New Haven, but 6-4 in the third. 2 other meetings came in Sydney in the Olympics, where Dementieva got to the final. She beat Dokic in the semi-final. That too was 6-4 in the third. And they first met in New Haven last year. Dementieva won that 6-4, 6-3. And some meaty forehands now from Dementieva. Yes, Dokic more inclined now to hold the fist up.
Yeah, her attitude is very different today already. You can see from Dokic looking confident, striking the ball deep, very hard, and moving well.
So very quickly off to a 2-love lead. Big service game this for Dementieva. Can't afford to trail by 2 breaks.
Very sharp.
She looks keyed up, but not as edgy as yesterday. But Dementieva, I'm afraid, does. Beautiful drop shot.
Yeah, such good defence from Dokic halfway through that point. She put the high ball up. Of course, high roof here, because normally indoors you can't do that. But then she knew what she was doing here, well inside the baseline, right place to play the drop shot.
Second double, and here are 2 break points for a second break for Jelena. Well, that's a super point. Big second serve, and she backed it up well.
Oh, she looked closely to see where Dokic was standing way behind the baseline. No chance of getting that.
It's long, and Dokic not waiting to see if there's going to be any change, marching to a chair, 3-love up. 2-1, and it's Jelena Dokic serving for the first set at 5-2. Just not able to put any pressure on.
No, and that was the time to do it. Second serve that wasn't very deep. Thought that Dementieva might go for it a bit more.
Yes, good enough. Sometimes I think she overdoes the drop shot, but that was inch perfect.
It was a great disguise as well. Quickly went into sliding the racket underneath with two hands on it. Quite a difficult shot to play.
Oh, very nearly squeezed it back.
A good forcing play from Dementieva. Leaping into it, following it in, just saying, well, you try and pass me.
Well, it's never too late. And Dementieva beginning to come back into this. Now a chance for a break.
It's a good reply. Dokic keeping her concentration. Lovely strike on this ball.
Oh, thought she set it up. She'd done so well the point, and I think it would have been a winner if it had gone over.
Oh, definitely. I bet she can't believe she missed that. She'd done all the hard work beforehand, got the ball that she wanted, nice and short.
Dementieva with her weight going right. Break point again. In many ways, that's her best game so far. Now, can she capitalise on it?
She can cut out some of the double faults. Doing so many, 9 against Hingis, 12 against Miskina.
Dokic forced in, really. And Dementieva takes advantage.
She's enjoying it now. In the crowd, what a great roar after she won this point. The tennis is getting better and better.
Second serve, vulnerable. We've said it before, and Dokic knows it.
Very short. It only just crept over the net.
It's amazing. They're both such powerful, aggressive hitters of the ball, but both have got weak second serves. Particularly Dementieva. This is a big one here. Yes, it seemed to keep a little low, that. Dementieva looking down. It was a big shot, though.
So it was. But you're right, it was a bad bounce there, you can see. Dementieva is almost stepping into the court before she's hit her serve at the moment. That was a good second serve that time, but I'd feel better about it if she got her first serve in.
That's what can be done. So unlike the rest of her game, it's uncanny, but holding up here. Yes, Dokic was onto it really from the return onwards.
And that puts Dementieva into a defensive position right from the start of the point. It's hard to get back into it when you're playing an opponent who hits the ball so deep.
Now then, set point for the number 5 seed. Oh, what a recovery. Vintage Dementieva, that.
It really was. Super shot. What a gamble to take on set point down. Open stance, rips it down the line.
Yeah, good to see such exciting play from Dementieva at this stage in the match.
Well, up quickly to this one. Not letting Dokic back in this point.
Say it's some of the most consistent play we've seen from Dementieva, and then that.
Well, standing so far behind the baseline, I'm not sure what was going on in her mind there, but it's so difficult to hit a winner from that position.
Great to see the Olympic Stadium packed out, apart from a few of the sponsored seats. You can see the attraction the tournament has. Most of them won't be very pleased with that shot. 2 shockers from Dementieva, and once more it's set point number 2 for Jelena Dokic. Oh, just missed it. Relentless pursuit from Dokic has its reward. And after getting that terrific start, she's held on to take the first set, 6-3. With serve so far in the second set. Jelena Dokic looking at the moment as if she's on her way to her 3rd title of her career.
And that was Jelena Dokic's mother, Liliana.
One, two. Interesting that the Dokic dad, Damir, is not here this week.
Well, he hasn't been around for the last couple of weeks. Liliana, her mother, has been travelling with her.
This is very much 3rd millennium tennis, isn't it? Plenty of power, raw power from these two. Except on the serve.
Yes, it's funny, isn't it? Both of them could improve their serves. See, Dementieva having terrible trouble again. She throws the ball too far out to the right. She turns her body too soon, and most of them go to the forehand side, whether she wants them to or not.
Is there anyone in the world who hits the ball with such depth so consistently as Dokic?
No, I don't think so. It really is very solid hitting. She pounds the ball from side to side.
2 break points. Well played. These are crucial moments now for Dementieva.
Good opportunity here. Certainly has fantastic racket head speed.
Yeah, well played. She saw Dementieva move across to protect the backhand side, and Dokic gets the break and now has daylight.
Well, as we've been saying, Dokic wins the first set. It's pretty difficult to beat her, so Dementieva is certainly up against it.
Once more, thanks for all your contributions to our website at eurosport.co .co.uk or eurosport.com. Obviously, in this final, there's going to be precious little time to talk about things that have come up in your responses, but one thing that has come up from Chris about Dokic's serve. Do you think something's got to be done about that?
Well, she doesn't have great shoulder turn on it. She lifts the racket head up, like a lot of modern players do, actually, nowadays. And she twists around a little bit too soon, a bit like Dementieva.
Another one from Peter, who's written in about the record that you recorded, Joe. I don't think now's the time, but we must get onto that sooner or later.
He's trying to keep that quiet. I can't believe he knows about that.
What I can't believe is 1,000 people not only know about it, but bought it.
I can't believe more didn't. But anyway, it's a great opportunity here for Dementieva to break back.
Suddenly the Dokic serve looking very vulnerable. And she's got it. Well done. At last they got something to applaud. Dementieva right back in this, but still trailing in the second set. It's within sight of Dokic. Set down Dementieva, 2-3 down in the second set. Dementieva, no doubt, is playing a lot better now than she was at the start. Trouble for her is that so's Dokic.
But Dokic, I mean, losing her serve to Love and just chasing these balls now, maybe just wanting this match to be over, wants to win another Tier 1 event under her belt.
Not the greatest volley from Dokic, having forced so well in that rally.
I thought Dementieva had missed that final pass, though. One stage, she had a lot of time to look at this. Right on the line.
Dementieva, who had the win of her career in the quarter-final against Martina Hingis, beat a 6-2, 6-2. Yeah, the drop shot did the trick.
She's trying so hard out here, Dementieva, running for everything. That really was a well-played drop shot. She couldn't really do much else but just get there and try and get it in court, hope her opponent missed.
Just banging the finger into the skull, saying, "Get it back." Bit early to go for that.
Yeah, very early, and it's the one she does tend to miss, that backhand down the line. She's very square onto the net. It's quite hard to get it down the line from that position.
Yes, the anxiety increasing now. Break point for Dokic to go a break up again. Too good again. The depth does the trick. And Dokic once more with a 2-game cushion.
What interesting reaction you could see. She was so pleased to win that game, Dokic. She's, I thought she was actually a little bit shaky. So it's a shame Dementieva didn't put in a good game there to go to 3-all. But the fist raised, and I think the crowd really appreciated that. It's a good drop shot from Dokic. Easy finish to the point.
Well, trying to take advantage of that second serve and She must do so, but she's got to execute better than that.
I am surprised she missed that one, Dokic. She measures up the shot so well, knows what she wants to do.
Oh, yes. Gorgeous shot from Jelena. A chance now for a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, forced to be quick thinking about this pass.
Poor returning. Hasn't really got onto the Dokic serve and caused as much anxiety as she might. And Dokic now within a game of her third title of the year. Jelena Dokic, a game away from her 12th win in her last 14 matches. She's one of the players on the tour at the moment. Dementieva serving to stay alive in this match. She was 5-2 down in the first set against Miskina yesterday. Got back to take it into a breaker, but lost it. Ended up winning the match.
She has been muttering to herself the last few games, but she's got to keep attacking. Maybe that backhand was just too soon to go for the winner.
Yes, working the point really well, Dokic.
I think Dokic has actually played very well today and hasn't really allowed her opponent to get going. Very consistent. Dokic just hates it when she misses a return of serve.
Well, double faults have been a thorn in her side over the last couple of days, and that may be the last one. As well, match point saved.
At least getting a first serve in there.
Just can't work that double hander out, and a second match point for Dokic. Dokic moving to 5-1 lead. Sorry to mislead you with the score.
Well, it's not a good game though, was it, from Dementieva?
That's a pulverizing forehand. Elena's mother.
Oh, that's just so sharp onto the ball. Great movement from Dokic. Dementieva is trying her hardest to get back at her and be aggressive herself, but it's just too many mistakes mixed in.
Maybe at the death here, she's mounting something of a revival.
Well, that's the first backhand down the line she's made for quite a while.
Now then. Match point at last.
Oh, well, good to see her save it in such a good way. But what a gamble.
He has been relentless right the way through this match. And another chance here to finish it off. Well, Dementieva just won't go away.
She's playing her best tennis when she's under the severest threat. Match points down. Great stuff.
And maybe it's not a lost cause. Picking up from the vibes from the crowd. It was all right. Few in the crowd thought it might have gone wide, but it wasn't.
Just catching the line. I think there would have been a stronger reaction from Dementieva.
Well, this is a spirited fight back from Dementieva. And maybe all is not lost. Break point once more. And who knows? Dokic maybe a little put out by this stubborn resistance from Dementieva, and it's still not over. 5-4. A lot of unforced errors, but a lot of forcing as well. And maybe they're a little unkind on that, but well done, Elena Dementieva, still in this match, serving to stay in it.
Well, I wonder if Dokic is just thinking about things here, trying to force herself. Looks pretty calm. Maybe just trying to act that way. It really makes a difference when Dementieva gets her first serve in.
Well, Dokic just maybe has seen the finishing line just a fraction early here. There's some reply, though.
I'm not sure she could hit that one 10 out of 10 times.
So Dementieva holds. And that is the scoreline. Sorry about the confusion with the score. It is 5-3. That is the scoreline. So Dokic is serving for the match.
No, well played. That was very difficult. Had the presence of mind to know that she couldn't hit this one deep. It had to be short. Great feel.
Oh, still pugnacious after the battering she's been taking.
Well, that's the way to put a short ball away. Have to be up to it very sharp. It makes it easier for yourself.
Yeah, it looked close. No wonder she wants to check. She won't be the most popular young lady in Moscow, but why not? She hasn't got to where she is in the world without fighting her cause. And again, so deep. Must have got the line. Match point number 3. And she's there. Good to see the beaming smile too for Jelena Dokic. Her 3rd title. All of them have come in the year 2001. And she's into the top 10 in the world for the first time in her career. And who knows, it could be higher and higher.
I think so. She's looking better and better. And that was great, consistent tennis today, and just as though she should be on this stage. And Tier 1, another one that she's won now, and she's up there. And I think those top players had better look out.
And now she can't stop smiling. And to beat Dementieva on Dementieva's home soil, as it were, terrific performance. 12 wins in the last 14 matches. And poor Elena, head bowed, thinking of what might have been. So close, tantalizingly close to her first title in her home city, but it wasn't to be.
It wasn't to be, and she tried so hard, to get there, and she's battled through this week. But I'm sure that Dementieva, she's playing well now at the end of the year, and it's going to be good for next year for her. And I think great for women's tennis, because we thought we'd miss all the top players. Davenport, obviously the Americans not travelling, but we've seen some fantastic tennis the past couple of weeks and some new stars coming up.
What a contrast the pictures make of the two players. So we switch to the men's tennis next week, as you may have seen on the captions. Fu McMillan, Chris Bradnam will be joining me for the tournament in Vienna. Tim Henman and Greg Rosetsky in that tournament. And also will be taking coverage of the tournament from Lyon. But here, from Moscow, goodbye.